Welcome to the Lucidus podcast, where I explore everything because I don't even believe, I guess in me, I know everything is connected to everything else. So when you touch one thing, you touch the entirety of Indra's net. Indra being one of the Hindu gods. I used to have a friend, I used to work with a colleague. She was a wonderful woman. Her name was Indra. So sometimes I call Indra the god Indra, the Hindu god Indra, a she, because I had a friend named Indra who was a she. But I believe in the story, Indra is a male god. But I digress. So this amazing net that Indra casts, and at each of the junctures, at each of the knots on the net, is this bedazzled jewel. And each of those jewels is a being of light, a being of beauty, a being of amazing facets, refracting and reflecting light and all the other beings. And of course I extend beings beyond just human and animal and plant and mineral into all those that are unseen and beyond my comprehension. But anyway, so Lucidus, I believe all things are connected, and also lucid, obviously to shine, to be clear, and S, the essence of something to be lucid. Lucidus, to be lucidus is to be clear, to shine the light. And I often say to shine the light in dark places, but to be clear also about the light, about the bright, about the things that are easily seen, easily known. But maybe we're often unclear about those, as we are about the things in the darkness. And that's where I am today. I had this thought recently, this little thought rise within me, and it said, trust the person, not the action. And immediately there was a peace in me. And I realized that there are times when you trust the person and not the actions that they're making, which flies in the face of the old motto, which I do believe in, which is, you know someone by their actions, by their speech and their deeds, which absolutely is true. But as I found in life, nothing is ever 100% true. And so in this case, I realized that I was going to trust the person and not the actions they were making at this time. And in that was deep peace. And that was deep peace. I definitely have been on the non-receiving end of that, when people have judged me for my actions and not trusted me for who I am, not trusted the person they know that does have a lot of integrity and is incredibly thoughtful, and instead they focused on the action that I had done and not the person that I am. And it was an interesting moment for me to relax my grip on sort of the action of the universe, like the actions that were happening around me that this person was choosing, and to let go of the action and instead soften back or focus more onto the person. And this is a person that I know very well, and I do trust. I think I've been leaning toward mistrust or distrust. I haven't understood the actions that they're taking and the decisions that they're making. So when this thought arose, trust the person, not the action, I was able to relax and remember that I know this person quite well. We never fully know someone. But I trust this person as much as I trust anyone, and trust is a big thing for me. So the fact that I can't say I fully trust this person is not anything about that person, totally on me. But I trust this person as much as I trust anyone. And I trust that this person is truly making decisions that are aligned with their journey and for their best. Which doesn't mean I think the decisions are good. I still think the decisions could be made, or I would definitely be making them differently. But of course, we can all say that about each other. But what I can't say is that they're not, I cannot say that they're wrong for this person. Because I don't know. I honestly don't know. They're not the decisions I would make for myself. They're also not the decisions I would make for them. But I don't know. They're not the perfect decisions for that person. And so I just was able to relax and say, I trust this person. I really do trust this person. And when I say, what am I trusting about this person? This is someone that's very close to me. And in that situation, their decisions affect me and, can, quote, hurt me, right? And some of their decisions recently have felt hurtful on my end. I don't believe that they were trying to be. And I even kind of guess that maybe there was a little bit. They've been frustrated and upset. This been this whole situation, many people involved. And of course, when we're hurting, when we're scared, when we're unsure, we often make decisions that, one, hurt other people, but two, sometimes I kind of want them to feel a little bit of pain. It's like this off-putting of I'm in so much pain. One, I want to discharge it. I want to offload it. But two, I want the other people to understand how much pain I'm in. So you sort of inflict some. Anyway, I digress again. Who knows? I don't know really fully what their intent and will is. But what I have stepped into is I'm no longer focusing so acutely on their actions. And I'm giving them more of this broader sphere of trust. Just putting this sphere of trust around them and the situation of, I trust you. I know this person has one of the most beautiful hearts and souls. I know this person is very thoughtful. I know this person does have a lot of integrity. I know this person does care. And so the decisions they're making right now, I trust are best for them. Possibly perfect. Literally perfect. And also that these decisions, that's the other thing where I kind of get stuck, is I always think it's the end. I forget that life goes on. So when something hard or challenging is happening, or people are making decisions I don't like, or I'm making decisions I don't like, whatever it is, it's almost like something to me is like, oh, and that's the end. It's all done now. And it's either ruined or it's over, or it's, somehow it's forever going to be like it is right now. I get stuck in that. So in this place of trust, I'm also trusting that this is a living process. This is not just a living being, but the whole process around this person that I'm associated with is also alive. Indra's net is being rippled and moved by all kinds of gems in ways that we can't even see. but those ripples are going to be felt. And even if we did nothing, the situation would change, because that is life. That is life. We're all being affected by all of life all the time. So even doing nothing, situations change. And sometimes I'm also finding sometimes nothing is the perfect thing to do. The perfect thing to do. And that's where I am this morning as I do this podcast. I, quote, should be doing my meditation and my exercise. Not this morning. This morning, I just got up and started recording, grabbed my phone, started recording. Because I trust me. I have a lot of integrity. I'm very committed. I follow through. I'm very thoughtful and very caring. So, which means I'm going to take care of me. I'm going to stay committed to the things that matter to me, like my meditation and my exercise. But this morning, the action I'm taking may not look like I am, but I am, and I trust that in this moment I'm making a decision that is best and right for this moment. So trust the person, not the action. And I don't think I need to say this, but if there is someone out there I do not trust, and they may make actions I do not trust, I don't suddenly trust the person, right? What I'm speaking about is for the people that we know and we trust, that when they make those actions that we do not understand, or we find scary, or we find hurtful, or we even find, dangerous or bad, or whatever our judgment is of their action, to step aside of the judgment. You may even be right about it, right? It may not end well for this person, but step aside from the judgment. Allow the fear of trust to encompass the person and you, and to stand in this sphere of trust and trust the person. Because sometimes we make decisions that literally they need to go the way they need to go. And we don't always know that that's the way they need to go. And we never know how it's actually going to go. I have yet to meet anyone who knew exactly how their life was going to go. So in that, I think all of us can step into a place of humility. And remember that we didn't know how our life was going to go. So how should we expect someone else to be able to dictate how their life is going to go? It's interesting. I work with high school students. Parents are often involved. Recently, and I don't often, but recently saw firsthand these parents that were, literally the child, and this is a full grown, this is 6 foot something young man. Literally, he couldn't lift his eyes or say a word during the whole process because his parents had just beaten him into such submission about, this is what you're going to do. And my heart just broke. And I wanted to just strangle these parents. Say, stop. Just stop. Let your son live. You're killing him. So I would say, let people live. Which in this time, February 2025, is not really a time where you want to let people live. But let's start with, okay, let's trust the people we trust. Let's at least extend it that far. Let's at least extend it to as far enough to the people we trust. We no longer judge their actions. Maybe we have a simple, very gentle conversation with them, like, I don't quite understand this decision. Have you thought about it? Doesn't mean we're silent, but we're not judgmental. And then the next part, I don't know. I don't know how to extend trust to people that I don't trust and are moving in ways that really seem harmful. So I'll save that for another day. But for now, trust the person, not the action. Have a beautiful day.